Hi. In this video on retirement, I'm going to make a controversial statement. Something you might not agree with at all, but something I've thought about fairly deeply. And that statement is this: the more we own, the more we are owned. What do I mean by this? Let's supposing we own a lot of things. We own 3 houses, we own 4 cars, a luxury yacht, a boat, and lots of very expensive things. We own them, but in a way they own us. For example, we cannot possibly live in 3 homes at the same time, and so we have to get somebody else to maintain them. That costs us money. We have worries about that. We might have to take out workers' insurance on them, all sorts of things. In other words, the more we own things, the more obliged we are to look after those things. And that takes away something very important to us: our time to do the things that we really want to do. Now, some of the things we really want to do might be to own more things, and that is fair up to a point. The point I'm making is this: we can only live in one home at the same time. We can only eat one meal at a time. We can only drive one car at a time, etc. Now you might think, well, it's nice to have a spare. And it is, providing you're not worried about the upkeep and maintenance of that spare. Remember, if you've got 2 cars, that's 2 registrations per year, 2 comprehensive insurances a year, etc. In other words, it's costing you money to own more things. You think to yourself, well, they're mine. I've got plenty of collateral, plenty of security, and maybe you have. But is it the right way to do it? I had a brother-in-law, now deceased, who seemed to spend most of his life worrying about the upkeep of his holiday home. He would go up there, he would mow the lawn, he would paint it, he would look after it, etc., etc. So his weekend away from his place of work would be made up of more work, looking after the second place, which eventually he hoped probably to retire to. But when the time came to retire, no. That home was in a lovely position, near the water, wonderful holiday resort type of place. Not a place to good retire to. No hospitals, no specialists, none of the things you really need as you get older and get into retirement. This is a big problem with so many people. They dream of retirement, for example, of buying that luxury yacht, maybe not even a luxury yacht, maybe a 30-foot yacht, where you and your partner can sail majestically around to various holiday resorts and have a great time. And if you've got the money, you can probably do it. In the meantime, you'll be worrying about your place that you've rented out, perhaps in your absence. Will they be looking after it? But even so, it's a good idea. You have a home to come back to. Yet we know that the time on the holiday boat or in the caravan tripping around the place will eventually come to an end. You'll get to the stage where you can't do it anymore. This is the time you'll think to yourself, well, what have I been doing in my retirement? Upkeeping all of the things that I've earned and worked for over the lifetime, and yet here I am, getting to the stage where I'm My circle of influence is getting lesser and less. My physical activities are getting less and less. My influence is getting less and less. What have I been doing with it? What have I spent my life on? Getting things? Getting kudos? Getting medals? Getting things I can put on the wall? Cups? Trophies? Are these really worthwhile when you get to the end of your life? You look back, what have I done with it? Did it make me happy? If it did, well, obviously you were on the right track. But with most people, I would say, and I'm generalising here, most people who put their goals, their aspirations, their dreams into acquiring things rather than experiences are, in a way, on the wrong track. As I said, this is controversial. The more we own, the more we are owned. Work out what you really need to live a comfortable life in retirement, and then go after something important. There'll be something in you that you really want to do other than to just look good, buy things, get kudos and pats on the back. There'll be something there deep down burning inside you that needs to be expressed and done while you are still alive. Find what it is. Find what it is and do it.